Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered is cancelled. It's officially over. Activision pulled the rug out from under the entire community, and they did so in the scummiest possible way. Oh my god, it's so disgusting how they did this. We're going to be covering everything here in this video today, but let's start things off here with the H2M mod, which was going to be Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, with some extra stuff thrown on top of it, some rebalancing, like getting rid of one-man army noob tubes, adding in a couple things from the original Modern Warfare Remastered, such as the AK-74U, which you guys are watching right here. Again, big thank you to ProReborn for the gameplay. Well, today the mod creators posted this to Twitter. Today, our team members received a cease and desist order on behalf of Activision Publishing in relation to the H2M mod project. We are complying with this order and shutting down all operations immediately and permanently. If you try to go to the website where you can download the mod, it is no longer there. Activision decided to shut it down, which honestly, if we're keeping it $1.50, we're keeping above board here, it was kind of to be expected. They've shut down pretty much every other mod out there, right? This one, for whatever reason, however, they decided not really to ever shut it down. The entire community was talking about it. Activision wasn't taking a lot of action or publicly acknowledging anything about the mod. Like, it really seemed like the mod was going to come out. In fact, it was supposed to release not even 24 hours from this video going live. I think roughly like 12 hours from the time this video goes live is when the mod was supposed to happen. But then today, Activision shut it down. Well, the reason why they waited this long is because Activision, the freaking lizards that they are, decided to profit from the mod as much as they possibly could before pulling the rug out from the entire community. If you guys didn't know, how we were going to be able to play Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered is you had to play it on PC and you had to have a legal copy of Modern Warfare Remastered on Steam. So therefore, tons of people went out, they purchased Modern Warfare Remastered, which lo and behold was on sale during this time. In fact, it jumped up to the number 3 best-selling game on Steam because Activision put it on sale and because this mod was coming. If you wanted to play the mod, you had to own the game. Therefore, people went out, they took advantage of the sale, they dropped their $20 dues, and they got the game. Well, then today, they took the game off sale. It's no longer $20, it's back to $40, and then once the sale was over, Activision decided to put out that cease and desist, which shut down the entire project. What they did is they essentially got people to want to buy the game because they knew there's a fan project coming up. They put the game on sale knowing there's a fan project coming, and then as soon as the sale was over, they canceled that fan project in an effort to get as many people as humanly possible to buy the game. How scummy is that? Looking at Modern Warfare Remastered in general, I mean, this is Call of Duty on PC, and this game came out in 2016, and that was back when COD on PC was an afterthought. Pretty much nobody played the game on PC back then. In fact, we look at Steam charts here, we can see that the peak player count for Modern Warfare Remastered on Steam, even during its launch, was 1,400 people. Like, that's not a whole lot, right? Well, when this mod was announced, that player count went up to like 600 players yesterday, which is almost half of the game's all-time peak, and it's been averaging about 320 concurrent players at any given time over the course of the past week because of how excited people were to play Modern Warfare Remastered. Well, here's the big problem with that. Those people that were playing the game to, you know, kind of get used to the engine, get used to the feel, like to kind of fine-tune their PCs and whatnot, get their controller configuration set up, maybe dust off the old mouse and keyboard skills. Those people who purchased Modern Warfare Remastered on Steam to play this mod and then played the game in anticipation of the mod, they can't get their money back. There's plenty of people out there who possibly can get their money back. If you bought the game on Steam in the past week and you haven't put in 2 hours of playtime yet, I believe you're entitled to a refund. But if you're somebody who bought it more than a week ago, or if you put in more than 2 hours of playtime in anticipation of this mod, you can no longer get a refund. I mean, you can try, you can go through Steam's refund policy, but essentially, if you played the game or really at all, or if you bought it more than a week ago, you're pretty much screwed, it seems. And that's because Activision once again pulled the rug out from the entire community. They allowed us to have this false hope that the mod was going to come out. We were even like 12 hours away from the mod releasing before that cease and desist was sent to the people at the H2M mod, which basically just blindsides all of us. There was no advance notice, nothing like that. Like, we were all ready to play the game, like we're just sitting here waiting, and then suddenly they take the entire game away from us. People are rightly pissed. If you go to the Modern Warfare Remastered store page on Steam, you can see that just today over 1,000 negative reviews have been been sent over for Modern Warfare Remastered. There's a petition over on change.org, which I debated posting some of the videos from this because a lot of them are honestly pretty funny. Like, the community are equally heartbroken, but also memeing about this at the same time. Like, if you guys want to check it out, go check it out. I don't think a lot of the content there is very suitable for YouTube, but it's kind of funny. I don't think change.org stuff really does anything, but if you want to leave your signature there, maybe get the attention of the Activision execs, you can go ahead and do that. But ultimately, it just really comes down to, and I'm no expert on this, but Activision trying to protect their copyright. So what they have to do, to my limited understanding, is they have to protect their copyright when people are trying to do things with their game. And if they don't protect their copyright enough, eventually they lose access to that copyright, is how it was explained to me, because I used to pay a lot of attention to World of Warcraft back in the day, and people would do World of Warcraft private servers, essentially, back when, where people would have their own projects, similar to H2M, similar to the H1 mod for Modern Warfare Remastered, similar to the Plutonium project and all that stuff. World of Warcraft would do the same thing. Fans would make their own servers, and fans would play older versions of the game, or altered versions of the game, that were not licensed by Blizzard. Well, Blizzard had to go through and shut down all those servers and basically destroy everything, until eventually they started working with the community, and they came out with WoW Classic. Call of Duty, on the other hand, is doing nothing of the sort. If you want to play older Call of Duty titles, you're pretty much screwed. You can try to play the old, dead, hacked versions on console, you can try to play the completely dead and hacked versions on PC, or you can just not play at all. Those are basically your options right now. Call of Duty, I've said many times, you know, they don't want you to remember what the games used to be like. They don't want you going back to games like Black Ops 2. They don't want you going back to games like the original Modern Warfare 2, which is what we're talking about here today. They don't want any of that because they don't make any money off of that. They make much more money, like, in a given week off of, like, bundles in the Modern Warfare 3 shop than they will for the next, like, 10 years when it comes to just individual sales of, you know, Black Ops 2, World at War, Call of Duty Ghosts, or any of those older Call of Duty titles. So for all intents and purposes, they want you to forget that they exist. When fans have that desire to play those old games, they can't do it because Activision is not providing their player base, their customers, a way to properly play those games. Because again, they're so dead, they're hacked, they're modded, they're overpriced as hell. They're all pretty much the exact same price as they were back in the day. If you want to get the season pass for Black Ops 2 right now, for example, to play zombies, it's $50 just for the season pass and another $60 just to get the game. Like, if you want to go play Black Ops 2 and you don't have your old disc, or maybe you want to buy it on PC for the better graphics, you're gonna have to cough up $110. And that game came out in 2012. Like, Activision wants you to forget about those old games, and there's such a desire from the player base to play those games, which is why projects like H2M come out, and then Activision just says, no, you're not doing anything with that. You're gonna go play Modern Warfare 3. You're gonna pre-order Black Ops 6. God damn it, you're gonna be excited about our Black Cell battle passes, and you're gonna start liking skill-based matchmaking, or else. You know, that's basically what they've been doing for a number of years now. And anytime fans try to step in, kind of like wholesomely, just lovingly recreate these old games or alter them in some capacity so that the player base and the community who bought these games way back when, or just bought them now, can enjoy them, they get shut down. You know, the H2M mod, there's no profit in there for them. In fact, it's all profit for Activision. What they did, these are just a group of people that remastered Modern Warfare 2 and then added a whole bunch of extra stuff to it by putting in things from Modern Warfare Remastered, by putting in things from the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered, like taking those assets, putting them into the game, making multiplayer maps, making prestige mode, like making this entire game out of these different assets that they think that their fellow community members would enjoy, and they don't make a penny off of it. The only people that make any money are Activision, because to play the mod, you have to buy Modern Warfare Remastered, and that's it. You don't have to pay for the mod. There's no shop in the game or anything like that for you to buy things to help support the servers or anything. Like, these people are literally making the game for Activision, selling the game for Activision, running the servers and everything for Activision, and Activision's like, no, we'll take your money, but no, you're not allowed to actually have fun, which is the scummiest bullshit in the world. Going full circle back to what I was talking about earlier, the Call of Duty community is kind of in the same spot right now as the World of Warcraft community was, which, lo and behold, Activision Blizzard are the same company. Who would have thought that they're going to treat their games the exact same way? It's eventually going to come to a point where I think Activision will start to remaster these older games and kind of work with the community about getting these old games revived, or at least aspects of the old games, but I think we're still a long ways from that, because with them still releasing COD every single year, and Warzone being the major cash cow for the COD franchise, of course, the shop and everything like that, that's all they care about. At the end of the day, they want to keep pumping out new cards. That way they can get the $70 price tag for every single game. They're going to get the new bundles that are coming out, even though the bundles themselves are ridiculously overpriced. You have the Battle Pass, you have the Black Cell Battle Pass, you have everything in the shop, you have the pre-orders, you have all this stuff. They monetize the hell out of COD now, and they make so much more money off that than they would like a little fan project. Now, they were happy to take all of our money this past week when everybody was rebuying Modern Warfare Remastered on PC so they could enjoy Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. They're happy to take our money there, but overall, they just don't seem to care about remastering older CODs. They would rather just continue to churn out these half-baked games year after year because they keep making so much money. Think about this, man. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Modern Warfare Remastered is an 8-year-old game at this point. They just found a way to make thousands of dollars off that old game simply because the community had a fan project going on. They profited off of it, and then they pulled the rug out from underneath us so they could keep all that money, minus some of the refunds they're going to be able to go through, and then they're going to go back to business as usual. That game is 8 years old, and in all this time, we haven't really heard a peep whatsoever about them ever potentially remastering another old game, which really just goes to show that they don't want to do that. They just want to keep churning out these newer games while leaving the old games in the past, although there's always going to be pushback from the community because we do want to play those old games again. We want Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered. We just proved that we are willing to pay for Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, but Activision is so out of touch with their own community, with their own player base, with their own customers that they won't even do it. I was going to say they won't even take our money, but they did! They did take our fucking money this time without ever having to deliver a product. Not that they had to begin with, because they were even making the game. The community was making the game. They just took all the money from the game that the community made and then shut down the game. Like, holy shit, this is the scummiest I've ever seen Activision, and they have been really scummy over the years. Holy hell, ladies and gentlemen, I feel really bad for the entire H2M Mod team because they obviously put a lot of time and effort into this project. It was a passion project for them. They weren't going to make a cent off of this. In fact, they probably spent a ton of money themselves getting all the software, getting all the people together, and just getting everything working. The time invested alone had to have been insane. You know, they put their souls into this game, and then one day before it was supposed to come out, Activision shuts it down after taking all that money from the community. It does not get much scummier than that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video here today. Leave your thoughts and feedback on the H2M mod controversy down there in the comments, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.